bit your lower lip tightly and leaned back on the chair before releasing a heavy sigh. Once again, I have to prepare for the worst. Why is it always me? I did studied. Your thoughts interrupted when Jungkook came inside the classroom holding those same cold expressions that is always plastered on his face as if it's a signature look. You were not at all ready to face him at this moment. This time it's going to be completely your fault, but when Jungkook scolds you, you really feel bad. You can bear anything but not when he scolds you or raised his voice. He came to his place and took a look at everyone. When his eyes fell on you, you covered your face with a paper closing your eyes. I'm assuming that you all must have got your test results, right? Yes, a slow and forced response came from all the students. Miss Kang Wayan, can you please stand up? You put the paper down and stood up, lowering your head. Can you tell us what we have studied in yesterday's class? You bit your lower lip while the class was pin drop silent. All the students fear him more than anything. And he never discriminates among students whether they belong to rich families or average household. You as his wife won't get any special treatment. You're just like any other student. He unfolded his arms. Okay, just tell the last thing we studied. I'm sorry. He said, looking down. This is not the answer to my question, Miss Kang. He raised his voice. What are you doing? In every test, your performance is just dropping down. Don't you have a will to improve? He was furious because he thought you will improve, but your performance is just dropping down. Look at me when I'm talking to you. You tried to control your tears and looked at him. I told everyone of you that if you have any problem related to my subject, then ask me, but seems like none of you are serious. They all lowered their eyes. Jungkook again looked at you. If you really want to graduate, then you have to put efforts, or else I won't hesitate to fail you in my class. Mr. Jeon should not scold us like that. He was right, but we cannot perform good always. We have problems in our lives too. She then looked at you, who was looking down in the book but not really present there mentally. Hey Wayan, don't be upset. Just forget about it. He has a habit of scolding at least one student every day. You forced a weak smile at her. I'm okay, I'm not really thinking about anything. She smiled and patted your back. Hey, let's go to the club tonight. A place to forget all the stress of life. They all agreed, but you refused. Sorry, but I won't come. But why? You don't have to feel upset, Wayan. We all got such marks. Chill out. You shook your head. I'm not upset. I just don't want to go. Please? They sighed and nodded. Your wish. You came to get your books from your locker for another class when you saw Jungkook coming from the opposite side. You quickly shifted your eyes to the other side and locked the door. There was no one in the hallway at that time. You were about to leave when Jungkook stopped you. Wayan. You didn't look back and he knew you were mad at him. Look, I didn't scold you for no reason. I was actually surprised how your performance is just getting worse. He paused when you turned towards him. Did I ask you to give me an explanation, Mr. Professor? He was surprised hearing those words from her mouth. And don't act like you really care what's happening in my life. He was completely confused with the words that just came out from your mouth, but before he could ask, you left from there. Jungkook came back home and today he waited for you in the parking lot, but you already left minutes ago and came home by yourself. He understood that you might be upset or angry at him because what happened in the morning. He didn't mean to scold you like that, but looking at your performance in the class for past few weeks, he was really worried about your studies. But when he said that he doesn't care about you, it was something that is making him more worried. He finally decided to talk to you, and now that you are home, he'll talk to you like a husband and will even apologize if needed to lighten up your mood. He looked for you downstairs, but you were not there, so he headed towards your bedroom because he knew you must be sitting on your bed, crossing your arms around your chest. But when he came inside the room, you were not there too. Why? Before he thinks of anything, he hears someone sobbing and those sounds were coming from the bathroom. He quickly knocked on the door. Wyan, open the door. He got worried because that behavior is very unusual of you. He again knocked and this time literally banged. Wyan, open the door. What are you doing inside? So many negative thoughts started to come in his mind. Wyan, I have to break the door if you don't come out. He has no idea what you might be doing inside, and that was making him even more panicked. Wyan's POV. I flinched when I heard a knock on the door. I didn't realize that Jungkook came back home. In no way I want to show him like I'm a crybaby, but today I don't know what happened that I couldn't help myself. I know he only wants good for me. He genuinely cares, and that is why he expects better from my side, but I wonder if he truly knows that much about me, because I never opened up with him about those things I was scared of. I wiped my tears and got up because he was banging on the door continuously. I know what if he must be feeling that I will do something to myself which I won't. I love myself. I walked towards the door and opened it only to see his pale and panicked face. Our eyes met, but then I lowered down them slowly. What were you doing inside? Why were you crying? I'm sorry, you said in a slow voice. He cupped your face and made you look at him. I'm sorry if you cried because I scolded you. I just want you to improve, and that's it. I'm sorry if anything hurtful came out from my mouth. I won't do that again. You looked at him surprised. It's not like he scolded you in school for the first time and you don't complain about it, because if you do mistakes, you accept them, even apologize. You don't want him to blame himself for this. You also never try to take advantage of him as a professor husband. I know I'm failing to become a good husband. You shook your head. No, you are not. I said that in anger and I swear that's not true. But I made you cry. I'm the reason you hesitate to open up. It is true indeed. You shook your head and now tears started to fall from your eyes. The reason I cried is not because of you. I'm angry at myself. Since the childhood, I'm an absolute failure in everything. You dropped on your knees. I was never good in studies. I never made my parents proud by becoming a smart kid. In fact, I was not even average. I don't know why I can't focus on studies. My dad used to hate me because I was a dumb child. Both of my siblings used to be the toppers and only I bring disgrace to our family. I don't know why I'm like this. It's not like I don't want to study. It's just it doesn't fit in my mind. I try. I always try, but it is always hard for me to catch up things. Dad was never wrong. I am dumb for real. Jungkook left completely shocked how much hate you have for yourself inside you. Now he understood why you always hesitate to ask him about anything related to studies, because you thought that he might also call you dumb. He sat on his knees as well and looked at you. It's not true at all. No one is born dumb, and why did you let yourself believe what others think of you, huh? You slowly looked at him. No one is born scholar. We all learn things as we grew up. Some catch things early while it takes a little bit of time to others to understand the same thing, but that doesn't mean that they are dumb. They are learning with their own pace, their ability to catch things. I scolded you because I know that you can do better. He wiped your tears. But I always prove you wrong by doing those same stupid mistakes. It won't change the fact that I'm still at that place. Dad was not wrong. He was. He was wrong because if he had encouraged you instead of comparing you with your siblings, only if he has realized that not all kids are the same, you must not be self-doubting yourself. And I'm also responsible because I might fail to give you that comfortable environment where you can open up with all your insecurities. You looked at him. But when I try to tell them about this, they always used to say that I just make excuse to avoid studies. Then why are you blaming yourself? Jungkook tightly hugged you. He never thought that how much your own family had misguided you. They literally filled your mind with self-doubt and insecurities. After the dinner, Jungkook brought you in the park for a walk so that your mood lightens up a little. He was so surprised that you never shared such a deep secret of your life with him. He held your hand in his and smiled when you looked at him. I think we should come here every day. The air feels fresh and overall it's so calming, doesn't it? You were just looking at him and then lowered your eyes. Are you planning to stay silent forever? You should give up because I won't let that happen. I'm just thinking about something. His brows raised high in curiosity. Really? What's that? What if I won't be able to score good next time too? I know you trust me, but what? We'll try again and again until you achieve your goal. He said, flashing a soft smile at you. Do you really believe in me that much? He looked at you. He took a deep breath before continuing. I believe in myself, and according to my belief, my wife can do anything, and even if not, I will still love her more than anything. I promise you that I will never disappoint you. He smiled and kissed your forehead. Thank you. You both again started walking.